In April this year, the living conditions of migrant workers in Singapore came into spotlight after a massive surge in the number of COVID cases. 8 months on, we revisit some of the people we spoke to and try to understand how migrant workers are coping in the pandemic. While the rest of Singapore was gradually returning to normality, its 300,000 migrant workers who work primarily in construction and manufacturing spend most of the year confined to their densely populated dormitories or at government facilities. Even when they returned to work in August, they weren't permitted to visit any location outside of their dorm or workplace.
I miss the outside environment because I'm that person. In Sunday, I never stay at home. I just always go outside, meet my friend, go park or go hiking or cycling. But last 8 months, it's totally stopped.
After a slight easing of restrictions from 31st of October, the workers are now allowed to visit designated recreation centers.
I can exit pass apply only for Monday, and I can go recreation center. I cannot go another place, and only for 3 hours.
Treating workers as if they were just units of labor that you can use to create economic output, and then insist that they be locked down again as soon as the workday is over, and not even allowed out to see their friends or go to places of worship, which may be very important for their psychological health.
With many of them being the sole breadwinners for their families back home, months of lockdown with no work, coupled with the movement restrictions, took a massive toll on their mental health.
The difference between April and now is a lot of the mental issues. I mean, in the beginning, there was a lot of uncertainty, a lot of lack of information. I didn't know what is going to happen, what will happen to even I was worried about even what if my company had to close down. I will not get my salary eventually, even everything, end of everything, I had to go back to my country.
The government on its part has since set up a task force to boost mental health and provide support for migrant workers in need of help. It also plans to build new dormitories with amenities over the next few years to help reduce the density at existing dorms.
After this pandemic, actually, a lot of things changed. A lot of Singaporeans actually open their mind. They know our situation. I think hopefully this will impact in future also in our living condition. I hope our overall living condition will improve.
For CGTN, I'm Miralu in Singapore.